think standing on the stage is scary, try letting go of everything and following your heart. But with my ambition and Verizon, there is no stopping me.
Queen Aishah!
Welcome to the Dr. Mac on Call show. Today I'm sitting here with one of my absolute favorite comedians and radio and television personality, Miss Queen Aishah. Welcome, girl.
Thank you, girl. How you doing?
I am
Good to
doing
see
just
you. Good
great.
To see you.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming and being just a part of this whole enterprise that is going on here. So
it's exciting.
It is. So tell us this.
Okay.
I know you have a lot of things going on, but I want my viewers to really know who Queen Aishah really is. Where did she come from?
Okay. Queen Aishah is originally from Newark, New Jersey. I've been in the Washington, D.C. area for a little over 20 years. I've been doing comedy for about 17 years. Basically, I did public speaking in high school. Didn't know I was being prepared to do comedy at that time. I've always been funny because that's where I come from. It's in my blood. Came to DC, co-workers. I worked in retail. The customers just from everyday conversation would be like, hey, Aishah, you ever try comedy? You need to go to the stage. You're really funny. So I started going to the stage. First 3 minutes of material. My family was there to support. It wasn't the greatest 3 minutes, but my hair looked good. And that's what's important to us.
That's important. Love that.
Okay. We look very good. And I've gone on to star in a Verizon commercial that met its annual goal in 4 months with just my commercial. I've been able to travel the world with my talent, and I truly believe, and I'm living proof that your talent does make room for you.
Absolutely, and you are doing lots of international things of that nature. Tell us about some of your upcoming projects here in 2011.
Yes, I'll be going to Haiti in March. I'm excited about that. We've been planning this since December. We finally going to be able to get it going. Haiti is, they said, getting some regularity, getting a little quiet and back to normal, whatever that looks like for them. So I'm excited to go over there, do some comedy, raise some money for some underprivileged families, and give back. I'll be going to Germany performing for the U.S. military. I love my military, so watch out, I'm coming. I'm working on a project back in Newark, New Jersey. I'm starting an organization for youth, like summer programming, programs that's going to offer some performing arts and things of that nature.
Okay, and what about a lot of your, any new books coming out, any promotional CDs?
I actually have a CD out called Queen Aishah Recession Proof Comedy. They said we're in a recession. Is it going to
recession proof prices?
Yes. Okay. We got them at $10, maybe because of your show, $9.99.
Right, we got some Dr. Mac specials. Okay, I got you.
You buy there 1 for 10, 2 for 20, 3 for 30, 4 for 40. You get the idea for all the mathematically challenged people out there. Here, this is what you do. You purchase the DVD, invite your folks over to watch it, charge them to get in because they're going to eat your food up.
Right.
Anyway, you make your money back. Just in case you can't never come to a comedy show again, whatever.
Right. Well, since I have you sitting here, you know my favorite is talking about skin care, hair care. So while we one-on-one, shoot.
Okay, I'm not a big makeup person, believe it or not. I believe I really have gorgeous skin.
Because you really do have nice skin.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And basically, up until wearing more makeup, I was just water on a face chick. I would just wash my face with water. I had no problems, no breakouts. But now I know I'm wearing makeup more. Right. I need to cleanse my skin more.
Right.
What do you recommend?
When it comes to skincare, it's important to have a routine, okay? Because we all get sidetracked. We got hectic lifestyles. Start off first in the morning washing your face with a good cleanser, even if it's just a basic, simple, sensitive skin soap.
Like what? Something really inexpensive.
One of my favorites is Dove. I use Dove.
Dove, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you just want to use a moisturizer, but make sure you use a moisturizer with SPF.
Vaseline, petroleum?
Definitely not Vaseline, because that's going to clog the pores and we're going to have a whole bunch of other reactions going on there.
Okay.
But some sort of moisturizer with sun protective factor where you see SPF of at least 15, because even though we have pigment in our skin and we think it's protecting us from the sun rays, even the ultraviolet lights that sit in offices and things of that nature can still damage the skin.
Okay.
And then I still say base the face. What I mean by that is still some form of makeup for ladies.
For real?
Yes, indeed. In a form of a powder or a light foundation, just brush across your face, because that's going to act as a sealant to the skin. And that's going to preserve your skin in the future so that it stays looking younger. Oftentimes people think, oh, if I wear makeup, it's going to make my skin worse. But it's actually more protective. So if you do that, you're in good shape. And definitely when you come off stage, because you have to wear heavy makeup for stage and television and things of that nature, make sure you wash your face at night, but always take off makeup at nighttime.
What's
Don't
up
go
with
to
the
sleep.
chicks that sleep in makeup?
I don't know, because if you take that off, I'm sure their skin doesn't look very fresh.
I was like, ew.
And make sure you exfoliate at least twice a week. You can.
Okay.
They have like the little loofah sponges. There's some little rotating little tools that you can get at the
Okay.
drugstore. Recession, they're cheap too.
Okay.
Under $10, some of these little handheld tools. So if you do that, you're in really good shape. But your skin does look flawless.
Thank
and
you.
it looks very nice. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Yes. No hair issues. Looks
That's
like the
I'm an olive.
hairstyle.
Thank you. I'm an olive oil girl.
And
is
you know that
good?
is my absolute favorite.
Honey, olive oil. You can never use too much because they
You
said it's
can
gonna
never-
moisturize your skin.
It's good for the skin, the hair. One of my favorite because you have the whole natural look.
Okay.
Before you shampoo your hair, get some saturate your hair with olive oil. Put a plastic cap. Put a scarf. Go to sleep. The next day, wash your hair.
Oh, so don't do it. Oh,
Wash your hair
Don't
and
do it the same day.
Don't do it the same day. Sleep in it overnight. That's one of the
Cool.
Dr. Mac tricks.
I like that.
Yes.
So I won't be looking ashy on
No,
stage.
Ash is not fresh.
Let me tell you, some ash is the enemy, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I just want to thank you for coming out. You have been a joy. You're going to be welcome back many, many times in the future.
Thank you so much.
And have a wonderful time on all your tours, and make sure I get one of those recession
Proof DVDs, yes.
so I can invite tons of folks and we can make our money back. Okay?
Okay. QueenAishah.com.
Yes. Hopefully you all enjoy the tips that I shared with Miss Queen Aishah. Had a great conversation with her today. But stay tuned. I got more guests coming soon right here on the Dr. Mac on Call show.
I got no balls to losing. Shocking drugs at road all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We're just buzzed. Just buzzed? You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. You'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shocking?
Welcome back. I'm sitting here with one of my favorite clinical colleagues in OBGYN, Dr. Keith Kelly. Thank you so much for coming to visit us today. We got a fabulous, very innovative product that I want all of my viewers to learn all about because women need this.
That they do. Thanks for
Yes.
having me, Dr. Mac. Always good to see you.
Yes, indeed. So tell us about this vaginal vitamin.
Well, that's a baby of mine, a product that I've been working on for a long time.
Yes.
And as you described it, it is referred to as the vaginal vitamin. And it's just that. It's a woman's health feminine dietary product. And what it does is it falls under the category of bacterial replacement therapy. And what that means is 3 long words, but what that means is by taking it on a daily basis, it helps a woman get her good bacteria, restore her good vaginal bacteria, and by doing so, it maintains the pH balance in the vagina, and as a result, improves the health of the vagina, reduces the risk of recurrent infections, and so on and so forth.
And you know, I'm so glad that you're bringing this to awareness because, you know, that's one of my main missions for the Dr. Mac on Call show. It's really helping people to understand some of the basic necessities of life and not be so afraid of certain words. So,
Right.
the vagina of a woman is real, and we all need to know what's going on. It makes the world go round, okay?
Exactly.
So the thing is, we need to make sure it's all in order.
Right.
And by getting the key nutrients that you have in the product is very critical for women, of all races, all ages as well. Or what age would you start breaking it
there's
down
definitely
for?
there's definitely no race barrier at all to this.
Right.
Age usually late teens to
Okay.
even into the menopausal age category.
Okay.
It's a good product to take on a daily basis. We have lots of patients that take it on a daily basis. We have patients that take it when
It's
they
like 1 or 2 capsules a day, or
really 1 capsule a day.
Okay.
Some patients take it just during the time of which they might have some issue or they're being treated for an infection. Okay. When you're being treated with antibiotics to take care of an infection, you need to restore your good bacteria so that you maintain the balance after you've completed your antibiotics.
right. So you're finding a lot of women having a lot less infections and keeping everything in normal balance in the body.
Exactly. Basically, what happens in the normal circumstances, the vagina has good bacteria in
Right.
it that produces acid, and that lowers the pH. Well, douching, spermicides, age, stress, all these things can lower a good bacteria. So if you have yeast or some other bacteria in the vagina in small amounts, once the good bacteria is gone, the bad bacteria can multiply, and then there you have an infection. Now, it's not treating anything.
Right.
If you have an issue, if you have a yeast infection, you still need to be treated. But what it's doing is it's help giving you back your good bacteria to, again, lower your pH.
Right. So, I mean, very creative, very innovative. Vaginal vitamin, let's see, it's the vaginalvitamin.com. Very simple.
Very simple.
Going worldwide.
Right. And the tag on there, you know, this is just some promotional information, but the thing that I always tell patients is your vaginal health is as important as your overall health, because when that environment is in disarray, then, you know, that affects how you operate during the day if you're having an issue. So, like I said, the vaginal health is very important to maintaining, and is related to your overall health as well.
Right, and I'm so proud of you with the product, first and foremost, because we need to get more of the awareness. So, you know, keep growing the line. Let's see what else comes next.
Well, we do have a second product in the works now. It's Vaginal Vitamin Advanced. And that'll have
what's the advanced?
The advanced. Well, you got always in life. You got always
keep the
ball moving.
Right.
But this product is going to have some components in it that's going to be helpful for the bladder.
Okay.
So that women that suffer from bladder issues, in addition to vaginal issues, because those are two different areas that can have two different issues going on at the same time.
Right.
So, you know, again, that's in the development stage, but in the pipeline for the future, so that hopefully with this second product product line we'll have, it'll be able to address two issues at one time.
Okay, I love it. So those are any upcoming tours, or it's all kind of fancy things going on for you?
Yeah, since we launched the product, a lot of good things have happened. You know, so we're really just trying to get the information out there, because most people just lack the information.
Absolutely.
And once you get them the information, and you know, I always hear all the time, Dr. Kelly, that just makes sense. Why? How come we don't? No one's ever told me that before.
It makes absolute sense. That's why folks are hearing it first on the Dr. Mac On Call show.
Right.
I definitely want to thank you for coming in. We'll always continue to have you back. You're one of my favorite clinical colleagues. You've got your clinical cosmetic work going on as well. Folks can come to you for liposuction and chemical peels, microdermabrasion. You do it all. I'm so proud of you, baby.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. We'll be back in a moment to another Dr. Mac On Call segment.
Hi, I'm Karen Nethersole, CEO of Full Circle New York. Are you an aspiring business professional? If so, check out urbanwallstreet.tv.
Folks, why won't we go to the doctor? My uncle called, speech all slurred, complaining his arms numb. He called everyone. He even called my daughter Tiara, because, you know, she's got a year of nursing. Everyone thinks he needs to go to the doctor, including me. So he said, well, will you take me? I'm like, I'm on the road. He goes, I'll wait. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love have symptoms of stroke, don't wait. It may be too late. Dial 911. Time loss is brain loss.
We're here for another segment for the Dr. Mac On Call show. I'm right here in the kitchen chopping it up with my personal chef, executive, celebrity chef, Chef Mitchell. What's up?
I love it. I love it. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
No, you're quite welcome. You know, my slogan is this.
What's
Outer
that?
beauty is a reflection of an inner you.
Okay.
True beauty begins within.
Absolutely.
People think all this topical lotions and potions and creams and all that kind of stuff is really going to help to enhance them externally when it's really from the inside.
Inside, absolutely.
So this is why I felt you were so important.
You are what you eat, right?
You are what you eat.
Absolutely.
So I want you to just show my viewers we got to have the right things for breakfast. With berries are important.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got nice dinner menu items.
Okay.
So let's go on so we can get things chopped up.
The first thing we're going to do is smoothie.
Okay, love
And
it.
obviously with a smoothie, it's breakfast.
Right.
You're quick, something, you're not rushing to do it. You can do it within like 5 minutes. But it's one of the most important meals of the day.
Absolutely.
If you don't eat breakfast, your energy level is down.
It's breaking the fast is where breakfast comes from.
Absolutely.
Yep, you
break
can sleep
the fast.
overnight.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So when people talk about breakfast, break fast, this is a quick and easy, just perfect, you know, breakfast meal to do. So
okay.
we're gonna we're gonna do basically real easy with this. I'm gonna take some berries. So you definitely wanna make sure that you're gonna get fresh berries. I know we're in February, so the berries aren't at its peak right now, it's ripeness, but still, if you wanna get frozen, that's okay. Just don't invite me over.
Right. Well,
but
I
definitely
actually
use
prefer fresh because
okay.
that actually is going to absorb better into the system for better skin benefits as well. So.
I didn't know that, but that's great.
Yep.
I'm using it because I'm a chef, and I'm
fresh,
saying
not
fresh
frozen,
because,
but,
right.
Hey, you got to work with whatever you have to have.
We're definitely keeping it healthy.
Yes.
And these are basically oats, right?
Okay.
But they're rolled oats. They're not the instant oats.
Okay.
Basically, it's almost like breakfast food, right? So oats. So add some oats in there.
So we got our fresh berries.
Got
some
oats.
almonds and prunes, some oats.
Beautiful, right?
Okay.
Then
a lot of natural sweetness,
right.
I see.
Then we're going to add some honey.
Okay.
Now, if you could go with just the prunes because that's the natural sweetness, but if you wanted to add a little bit more kick to it, give it a little bit more love. Okay, yeah. I like it sweet. Especially, you know, in the summertime, like we're saying, the berries are great. You won't need it. All right? But now, we're in February, we're definitely going to need it, right? So a little bit of honey in there. Some yogurt.
Okay.
All right? So we can get all that yogurt in there. I like yogurt. That's that vitamin A in there, right? Vitamin A, vitamin C in there. But that vitamin A is good for you, right?
And for those folks that have lactose issues,
right.
Just take a lactate before. Don't omit your nice breakfast smoothie.
Or if you don't use that yogurt, you can do that. I think that silk, you can add some silk in there.
The silk milk?
Yeah, okay. And then if you use the silk milk, just add some ice to it, making a mess in the kitchen. But this is just a little orange juice right here. Okay. Just to make sure it blends up nice. You can add some ice to it, but I just like going like this, straight up. All right, we got some power here. There we go.
Wow. I think I'll have to have a taste.
You want some of that? That's good, all right? So blend it up. That's good right there, all right? Just simple, easy peasy right there. So, nice and thick.
What? I can't have the yogurt. I need my lactate.
Oh, you need your lactate pill. So, you know, guess what? I'll taste this one.
You taste that. I just thought about that.
You know, a lot of times you watch a show, and if I taste it, it's like, oh, I'm going to say it tastes good. I'm not going to say it tastes nasty, but I know this tastes good.
No, because you make it for me all the time, so I know they are delicious.
Delicious.
Yes. And see, that's easy on the go because people can put that in their mugs and keep it moving, taking the car with them and things of that nature.
Day before,
so you got all your fruits, you got your fiber, you got everything you need, and even midday.
Right. Like when
snacks.
you're trying to stay away from them chips or some donuts, when you're getting that hunger pains, this is perfect. Take this with you.
Right.
So that's good. So moving from there, you got breakfast.
Got breakfast.
You know, make sure you eat a healthy lunch. But past the healthy lunch, we're going to dinner time.
So you had no donuts.
No donuts.
Bagels and all that kind of stuff. We don't need all of that.
You don't need it. So basically what we got is some fresh, nice piece of Atlantic salmon right here.
Okay, my favorite.
You like that salmon, right?
Well, I love salmon because cold water fish such as salmon, cod, mackerel are very good for the omega-3 fatty acids. Okay. And, you know, they're essential for keeping the skin moisturized, keeping it not as dry, and keeping everything working properly. Okay, gotcha. So I love that.
And that's definitely a nice healthy piece right there.
Nice protein as well.
And I like it because the flavor. So basically, it's just some fresh cracked pepper.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna add a little, just real simple. Add some sea salt to that. Now just a little bit. Now a lot of times with seasoning, I've developed some spices that don't have any salt in it, right? Okay. So if you wanted to cut down on the salt a little bit, you can cut down and just add some more flavor. This is like a Cajun. We can add that to it. Let's add that to one of them.
Nice and spicy.
Right. Yes. But it doesn't have any salt to it. So you're going to watch that salt intake as well. All right. Then the other one, we'll just add, these are just some dry herbs. It's chervil, chives, tarragon, just dried. Gives us a nice, light, easy flavor. So we'll do one of those. Okay. All right, real simple, real easy.
And people can always mix up their spices. Right. I think the key is staying away from the salt. Right. Salt holds on to water. And when you get the water going on, your potassium also goes down in the body. So I think people need to know, keep the salt down, you're going to be able to keep your pressure down and all these other issues going on.
So I'm going to get the pan hot. You know what you can do for me? You got some broccoli, some fresh broccoli.
So am I doing the chopping
I got your little cutting board over there. Go ahead and get us some broccoli. We're just going to go ahead and blanch it real quick. Okay. So you can cut some of that up. We're waiting for this, the pot to heat up. Okay. And earlier I was making some brown rice as well.
Okay. I like the fact the brown rice, very important. We try to stay away from the white, starchy, you know, white starches.
So that's brown rice with some wild rice as well. So you definitely want to stay, you know, you don't want that word you see in stores and says enriched with something. That means it's not natural.
Okay.
It had to go through a process to make it, you know, have the certain nutrients and vitamins.
Right.
So we're definitely using wild rice. Got this pan rocking right here. This is like little olive oil right here in the pan.
Love olive oil. You know, Chef, what do I always talk about with olive oil?
You told me something. I was like, you said take the olive oil that I cook with and I can put it on my body.
You put it on your body.
And
it's
I was like,
great for skin.
Are you joking
People
me?
are not going to get allergic to olive oil. I love it, like right before people wash their hair, like the night before. Saturate your hair with, and this is for guys too, and to keep your locks as well. Keep those healthy.
Well, you
and
know
then
I've been
wash
doing
it out in the morning.
Is my locks looking healthy?
They looking nice. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
So the olive oil is definitely working. So we got that rice right there going.
Okay.
You got the broccoli.
I got the broccoli.
I got the water boiling right here. So this is going to be a quick blanch, but we see if we get this. This is getting nice and hot. All right, this is what we're talking about searing.
There you go.
All right, so we got that in there. Get the pan hot, and basically we want to get some color on this. All right.
Okay.
Sometimes you can finish it the whole way right here, or we can finish it in the oven, but we'll cook it all the way right here.
You
so
know,
we got this on medium-high heat.
In today's time, everybody's so hectic.
Quick, easy, right.
Quick and easy of, you know, showing people something quick over the stove where they don't have to do the whole moving from the stove to the oven.
Right.
I think it's critical.
And the brown rice is going to take you, you know, probably about 15, 20 minutes in the brown rice to get that to cook. So we got that cooked off. This is probably going to take you, we're going to sear it on both sides about 3 to 5 minutes. So you're talking about 6 minutes because we don't want it cooked to death.
Right.
The thing about it, we want it kind of a little pink in the middle. If you want it cooked all the way through, that's fine. I know some people have a problem with eating slightly raw fish, but it's not raw.
More of the nutrients when you're not totally cooking it out.
And the same thing with this broccoli.
With the broccoli, yes.
Okay, we're not going to cook this broccoli to death. We're going to drop it in there. We're going to salt it
really quickly.
Real quick, because once you start cooking that food to death, I mean, the best way to be raw,
vitamin C.
right?
Love broccoli. Even fresh, even if, you know, having this without it being cooked is always a good option.
So we got that going in there. Go ahead. You can go ahead and drop that in there.
Okay.
Smell that? Smell that?
Yeah.
That spice, that's smelling good. So let's make sure we get that all down in there. All right. And I'm talking literally. We want crunch to it.
Right.
You know, we've been in there probably 15 seconds, another 15 seconds.
And then it's done.
Yeah.
I got you. So
we're going to go back. We're going to go right back on here.
This is a classic meal that has real critical nutrients. Like I said, we got our omega-3 fatty acids that's in our salmon. We've got the vitamin C that's coming from the broccoli.
Okay,
and
we want to get a flip.
Brown rice. Oh, that looks delicious.
Nice color on there.
Yes.
See them herbs on there? So we'll turn the heat down just a little bit.
Okay.
Right? In another 2 minutes, we're good. So we want to go ahead and season that up, right? So we're going to add a little olive oil.
A little olive oil.
Just a little bit on there.
Okay.
We can add a little salt. Go ahead, do your thing, girl. I see you. Chefing it up.
Mix it up.
Chefing it up.
We chopping it up with Chef
salt.
Mitchell here.
Little pepper. All right. Another couple minutes on that. Let's go ahead and build up. We can get our plate together.
Build the plate, okay.
Right. Grab us a spoon. See, we got this brown rice.
Remember portion size.
Yeah. Now, like that portion size, that's probably like a 5-ounce piece of salmon. That's exactly what you need. A deck of cards. Okay. So we got this. So got that going.
And then you're gonna.
Then we'll take a little bit of our broccoli. Okay. Now this is a healthy meal.
I was going to say this is about 2 portions.
That's 2 portions. I'm eating 2. I'm hungry. What about you?
Right. This is for both of us.
Then the salmon is ready to come out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's a healthy, balanced meal. And it was quick and easy. Absolutely.
Well, I love it. I love it. So we've got, I mean, you always just step to the plate with just fabulous, important, nutritious meals. And I think the most important for people to remember is that we got to start off with our breakfast.
Absolutely.
Your
definitely.
smoothie idea is a wonderful, day thing to get your day started. And then a light meal, and, anything else during the day that you think the people need to, what are some of your recommendations?
Well, I always tell people to break up their diets. Like,
Right.
you don't have to eat red meat every day. There's a vegetarian time, and you have to
absolutely
cleanse your system.
Yes.
So trying to get rid of that red meat sometimes. So if you're going into breakfast, you have your smoothies, and then you definitely want to do like your salads. You know what I'm saying? If you do a lot more salads, you do some different types of carbs, but always whole wheat carbs.
Right.
So you can mix that in a little bit. But my whole motto is always keep it simple and keep it sexy.
Lots of protein.
It's got to be simple.
Lots of protein, lots of vegetables. All that's going to be good for great skin,
Absolutely.
great hair, and great inside. Remember, your outer beauty is a reflection of an inner
tastes
you.
great, and it tastes great.
And it
That's
tastes delicious.
People do not want diet food that doesn't taste good.
That's right.
All
And Chef, we have to make sure that with, everybody's
yeah.
lifestyle is hectic, and everybody wants to maybe have a glass of wine over alcohol. Alcohol is more drying, but wine is great for the antioxidants, and it goes along beautifully with the meal.
I like the way it tastes.
Yes.
And after a long week, it's great for me.
Right. Red wine over white wine
Okay.
because of the high antioxidants that's in the wine.
Beautiful.
So I think you've chopped it up
Yeah, I
as
chopped
usual,
it up.
as always.
I appreciate you
What can
having
we
me,
say?
sweetie. Thank you.
Yes. We'll be back with another segment of Dr. Mac on Call. Stay tuned.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
What's going on, y'all? This is Queen Aishah, comedian. If you want to be financially stable, you better check out urbanwallstreet.tv. You got it? urbanwallstreet.tv.
Thanks for tuning in to Dr. Mac on Call. Hopefully, you learned a wealth of knowledge from my fabulous guest today. If any of you guys have any questions on hair or skin, you can always reach me at www.drmaclin.com. That's drmaclin.com. Stay tuned for more Dr. Mac on Call coming soon.